Well, welcome back to my channel, folks. So, we'll start on this today. I do need to get before I get my roofing and stuff, I need to go ahead and finish putting the first fascias up and ultimately getting the finished fascias done. The finished fascias, I've decided to do live edge, and I'm going to burn the edges, so burnish them, whatever you want to call it, and eventually everything will get stained outside. And I think those are things I'll work on right now. I do need to go out and find one of my trees and delimb at least part of the tree so I can get something off of it that I can create live edge fascias, the finished fascias for it before I put the metal roofing together. The other thing I'm going to be doing after the metal roof is in place, or during that install, is putting in a chimney as well. I did already cut the hole in it. Unfortunately, my camera was acting up. I had it sitting on the peak, and I'd look away after I got it all set up, and it's got a articulated lens that'll focus on you. Well, it decided to focus on the sky every time I tried to do it, and I thought it was dialed in, and I'm cutting away and doing my thing, and then I look and the thing's looking up in the sky. So I didn't get the cut of the hole in the roof, which is just a rectangular hole, and then a box goes in there. So it's really pretty simple. I did use a plumb bob and held that in the roof and ran that down to where it's centered on where the pipe was going to go into the wood stove. Then I put a screw through the roof there, so I knew dead center. And one thing I did learn, I got a 10-12 pitch and I got an 11-inch deep box. I probably should have went for the next level box, because I really barely cleared the 6-inch rafters on one side, on the low side, I think it was. Yeah, so a little deeper box would have cleared better, but it's just a shed. I think it'll look just fine the way it is. It's just there won't be any room for me to put the trim ring around it. So I'll probably, which is fine too, because I'll probably just make my own wood trim for in there around it, and that would be good enough. So I framed it in, it's installed. I will show it when it comes time to putting the stovepipe in, which I have on order. Anyway, I'm going to get to cutting this thing, and let's see if we can get 4 boards out of it, and hopefully a couple or 3 pieces for the jam. That would be nice. So let's see. About a 1/16 of an inch oversized for width. I'm sure I'll lose that shrinkage. So yeah, nice boards. A little bit of gray down here. Not as much gray, but a little bit of knots and stuff. It looks really nice. It's pine. So yeah, I think it'll work just fine. And the way this thing cuts, I really don't even need to run it through a planer. course, these are longer than what I need. This next piece is not as nice as far as no full length of it. The full length of these ones are good. This one won't be, but man, it's really the prettiest log part of it. This stack of wood here is going to be building the door and the door jamb. So we just cut these first 3 pieces of wood just now. Of course, they're too wide. I'll cut them down narrower later. No hurry. They got to dry out. And that beam that I used, I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to set that beam down on that to act as a weight while the stuff's drying. So I need to get some shims, pop on top here. Yeah, there we go. That's a little high to put a lot of weight on. There. I'll have the ladder so it'll be hinged at this end right here between these rafters. And when it's up, it'll set up between these rafters, and then when I bring it down, it'll come down out here. So I'll come down through here and across. I think that will work, and I'll sleep on this side of it over here. So I'll just create a hatch here so that if for some reason at night I'm moving around, I don't accidentally step in it. And I'll just make the hatch so it can open up and fold out or fold up against the ceiling, either way. So that's kind of my game plan. At this point, I think that's going to be the most functional for me. I think that'll look just fine. I'll end up buttoning this, the finished one, up against here. Actually, when I put the finished one here, it'll hide that gap. So I thought today'd be a good day to mask this off and see if I can paint the interior part of the windows kind of a deep green to match the roofing that I got coming along. So let's see if this will work out for me. I'm doing the easy one right now. It's been years since I've moused off stuff. I have painted cars before. A couple of them anyway. Using some packing paper I saved. I think that'll be adequate. Okay, so I've got this thing moused off here. What I'm going to do is just hit the edges right now, and then I can slam it close after it cures. Then I can come back and start painting initially the interior to start with. And I don't know how long it's going to take for this stuff to tack up and dry, but let's go ahead and give her a shot and see what happens with it. I don't have any good lint-free cloths, but I thought I would rub it down with some acetone. I have washed everything as good as I can out here without water. I did use water on it, but my point is I have no water pressure, so I'm just pouring water on it and then brushing it and cleaning it. I still have to do that to the other one again, but for now, let's go ahead and open this guy up. I'm going to use paper towels, not the optimum thing, but I am not painting a vehicle, so I'm not going to sweat the small details. Good. Like I said, to start with, I need to take care of these edges that go into here, and then later on I can worry about getting in here nicely. I've used this before. This particular can's probably about half full. I got another full can. I am hoping a can and a half will do both these windows, but maybe not. That's okay. We can get more. I'll just go ahead and hit these two areas a little bit so you can get an idea. I'm just throwing a light coat on it, I think, right now. And then okay, well, let's go ahead and spray the last part of it the best I can. A little breeze coming. Definitely taking a bit longer than I had anticipated. So if you keep your eyes open, you might find a good set of windows. No bad seals in these. They are double pane. $50 windows, they look really good. Let's see if I can't get this thing positioned here. Alright. So, let's get this thing masked off. I could pre-spray part of it. I want to get it all sprayed the same day, though, is the problem. I don't want to go and paint it and then have issues with the paint later by not painting over fresh paint. And that's the issue that you have. If you paint it, you want to make sure and do that one side all the same day. So that means that requires me to move this, get them repositioned, let it dry a little bit, then close them and finish off a final spray. And in this case, this outer part will get painted just in case any of this outer part shows. I don't want any white showing. So I'll go ahead and paint. I'm not worried about getting the whole thing. I just wanted to get around this ledge here because odds are a little bit of white may show. So as long as I paint this completely, I should be in excellent shape. Oops. Oh my goodness. Oops. Guess I need to see if go running off. Try and get the peak in place here. Oh, what a bummer deal. Oh, it was all dialed in for stapling too. Okay, I don't need that blowing on me. You gonna rest right there, Sage? Okay, that must be the spot. Papa's got to get to work, okay? Staple gun this, then I'll cut the edges. What they call an eye cut. It's fairly a new kind of cut, but they say it's better. The old way is the X-cut. This is the newer way. They found this to be better. So if you do your research online, you'll see that this is kind of something that's been popular now. So I did that over here too. Yeah, this stuff's really sticky. I picked this up off of Amazon. And it's Polyguard WS20 window seal, if you guys want to look it up. But, you know, I guess I could provide a link if somebody asked. I finally found a corner. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah. Should be fine. I think I meant for the long ones to be cross. We'll deal with it. Do it like that. All right, so I thought I would install the window. I've put the tape on, and I'll put more tape on later. I'm going to just get the window installed tonight. It's almost evening. It's Thursday night. I got to get my video developed so I can produce it tomorrow. So anyways, I've already put the back window in as a practice window. I do need to tape off the door jambs, and I hope to start working on the roof next week. Don't know what I'm going to get done, but I'm going to start on it. As far as wood goes, I do need to get more wood so I can make sure I have enough to do the exterior. I also need to cut wood for the interior so that it can sit down on the end of the deck here and dry for this late season to install it when it's adverse weather conditions. So I'm going to go ahead and put this window in right now that I painted this week. We'll get the level here. It looks like it's stable. Let's make sure she's level. And it should be level. I have pretty tight tolerances. Let's take a look here. We are perfectly level, so I'm not going to even worry about shifting it around. As far as left to right, I really don't care. You know, there's really no movement, to be honest with you. So let's get a hammer somewhere. And let's get this thing affixed. Oh. This is all for this week. I want to thank you for watching. I do appreciate your views. I do have a couple cabins to be built. I do have a cook station to build. I do have a wash station to wash my clothes in. I actually have a stainless steel hand washer. So I have a lot of stuff planned. I just wanted to thank you very much for watching my videos. Please subscribe. Please hit that little emblem that says Off-Grid Al in the right hand corner of your screen. That'll sign you up for any future videos that I do. And this is going to start changing dramatically. I got to get a lot done in the next month and a half. At least the whole exterior done. Hopefully less than a month and a half. Thank you for watching.